Up it all, I promise. It's been a long time coming. Haters gonna be part-time loving. Putting up some all-time numbers. Hang the banner, they ain't catching it off. And I make my own wave. I ain't following the tide. 100 from the jump, they all know I'm bona fide. Plenty of it left.
From the borough of Queens, we're at the home of the Mets, Citi Field. We celebrate Jackie Robinson Day with a great matchup between the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Mets. We've got baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Joey Lucchese, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This guy had a year you'd love to forget last year. Awfully ugly. We'll see if he can rebound and pitch much better. And if he doesn't, his spot in the rotation could be in jeopardy. It will be awfully important that he gets off to a good start in this one.
That brings up Alec Bohm. And we are ready for some daytime. Baseball. First offering. And we are underway here in Flushing as the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball one. These Mets, fellas, as they take the field here today, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Hey, thanks, Matty. This is a big one here, D-Row. They've won 2 of the first 3 of this series. This swing game here, you'd like to win 3 out of 4. I know you're at this point, but boy, a split certainly would not be good for this ball club right now.
Yeah, Dan, to win the first 2 games, all right, you can live with dropping the 3rd game of the set, but you don't want to end this 2-2. You work too hard early to not win this series.
1-1 pitch is a curveball that misses ball 2.
The offensive game plan today is certainly to see the ball up. This guy is known on the mound for sinker changeup combination. He's going to try and establish down in the zone to get swing and a miss or ground balls consistently. You have to find something above the belt to get loose on.
Swing and a ball pulled hard down the line in left. And he's going to have extra bases right out of the chute today. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Wow, that's the way to kick off a day at the ballpark right there. Leadoff hitter, and he puts the pitcher on his heels right out of the gate with a leadoff double. It's hard to get settled into a game as a pitcher when you're dealing with the runner in scoring position, one batter into the game.
Gene Segura standing in as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. The 1-0. Line toward right center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. Now this gets all the way to the wall. He pulls into second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Batting third.
Every manager and every pitcher in the league loves to play with an early lead, and they've got one here. Back-to-back doubles put them up by a run with the opportunity to stretch the lead here with another dangerous hitter set to step up.
And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And that's taken in near the line as the runner tags from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away. Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Yeah, I think Alec Bohm is certainly a guy we are excited to watch play. He hit over .330 last year. That basically means every third at bat he's getting a hit. Pitchers fear him because he can flat out rake.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Segura stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Now a shot sent off to the right side, but foul. The 1-1. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Two pitch is fouled away. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact.
Hey, I know that's the first time he's shown the changeup here, but we're in the first inning. He's kind of emptying the bucket. He's going to see what he can go to get these guys out in front later in this game.
And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
He's definitely stumbled out of the starting blocks here in the first, giving up a couple of base knocks on that walk. First innings are often some of the toughest for a starting pitcher.
And stepping in, Andrew McCutchen. And the Phils trying to make this first inning even better here. From the stretch. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire.
Tough situation early out on the mound, but if he can limit the damage right here, might build some confidence and get him rolling.
Hit high and deep out to left center field. Ranging back is Pilar at the track. Gone! So a 3-run shot to left center. Second home run early in the year as the Phillies have opened things up now 4-0.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly just like that, and they take the lead.
Into the box now, JT Realmuto.
The catcher, JT.
As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one, and this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
Right back at the mound, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Boy, talk about a rough start to an inning, a 3-run bomb and then a base hit. This could get real ugly, Hero.
Yeah, you can tell, Dan. He's going to have to execute a little bit better than that. They were sitting in that hitter's meeting, and they were ready. They're keeping their front shoulders in, looking for something up, out, over, and they are not missing it.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Pilar is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. And he will hustle back to first as he thinks better of trying to move up.
The center fielder, number 24, Roman Quinn.
Stepping up is Roman Quinn. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Has a look, now the pitch.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
And this one's in the dirt. And the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. Three and 0 now.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
That walk is going to feel a little extra frustrating for this pitcher. Not only do you never really want to walk the number 8 hitter, but it's also going to let the pitcher hit this inning instead of forcing him to lead off the next one.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Chase Anderson is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger.
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up. It's now 4-0 Philadelphia. Chase Anderson gets the starting assignment for the Phillies. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Chase Anderson, man, a pretty good pitcher. Really good control. He has a 3-pitch mix of fastball, curveball, and the straight changeup. His changeup has gotten better. As a matter of fact, if he has that straight changeup, it makes his 92 to 93 mile-an-hour fastball look that much better. If he's on, you'll know early. He'll be getting a lot of quick outs.
Jeff McNeil is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they've come in losers of 7 of their last 10 games, but did earn the victory last time out.
Hey, Matty V, you know, if there's such a good thing as splitting a series, Dero, this is the one. They lose the first 2 games of this series, win game 3. They'd like nothing more than to split this series and win game 4.
Yeah, Bobby Cox always used to say, you got to take care and beat the teams you're supposed to beat and then play 500 against the really good teams. They have a chance to do that exactly today. Drop the first 2, but if they can win today, they split this series and move on.
Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. 4th home run here in the early going. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
I think it's time to start pitching around this guy. He's hit 3 home runs already in this series. I'm not sure what more they need to see, but this is not the guy I want to be pitching to right now.
Stepping in now, Luis Guillorme.
The shortstop.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Guillorme, a native Floridian. He was taken in the 10th round back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. And he struck him out. And with 1 away, today, of course, Jackie Robinson Day around Major League Baseball. We had a nice ceremony before the game in honor of number 42, as his legacy lives on to this day. Striding in is Michael Conforto. His lifetime batting line against Chase Anderson, just a 3-for-13 batting line. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. 1 out, nobody on. Popped him up. Segura shading to his right. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup in a daytime home contest.
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing, and that's moving the ball over the fence. This is a station-to-station team. Not a lot of speed in this lineup, but they don't need much speed when they're moving traffic to both gaps.
So here's Pete Alonso as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Now the 1-0.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Now the 2-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
They know the threat this guy poses at the plate. I know it's a 3-1 in this situation right here, but I cannot believe for the life of me this pitcher is going to come anywhere near the middle of the zone.
The 3-1. He loses him on ball 4.
Man, when you don't get a call on a pitch that good, you have to wonder if maybe it's personal. You can't blame him for being angry, but he's got to find a way to move on and focus on the next batter.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and the switch hitter Jonathan VR will be the next to bat. From the stretch. The 1-0 is in there for strike one. That's a foul ball off to the left, and it moves to 1-2. Alonso leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Mets draw a hair closer thanks to the solo home run. Second inning coming up. It's now a 4-1 game. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring up Alec Bohm.
I'm interested to see how focused their ABs will be playing with this lead. I think this needs to be a little bit of a smell blood inning. Keep the fire rolling. I know it's early, but keep the pressure going. Swinging the bat's nice.
A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
The batter, number 2.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And let's focus on one of the most dynamic outfielders in our sport, Kevin Pillar. He's a highlight reel every time he takes the outfield. Has made some of the most signature catches of the last 5 years.
And that'll bring up Gene Segura. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. The windup and the 0-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Bryce Harper.
So the bases are empty with 2 gone now, and that'll bring up Bryce Harper. First pitch on the way. Ball 1. The 1-0 home. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. He's around first, heading for 2. Just missed a home run to the deepest part of the yard. It's off the wall. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Man, they already hit one home run, and I thought they had a second one right there. Not quite enough behind it, though, as it banged off the wall for a double. He's giving up a fair amount of solid contact right now.
Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. 0-1, here's the pitch.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
To third. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. He'll get it into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Phillies will have to be content with just the one. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Phillies 5 and the Mets 1. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll give way to the third baseman, J.D. Davis.
The third baseman, J.D. Davis.
First pitch on its way. Davis, a California-born ball player. He was selected in the 3rd round during the 2014 draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick. His heart sank right there when that ball met the bat, but just had him out front just enough to give him another shot at potentially putting him away.
The next 0-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. McCutchen is after it. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Batting 7.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. Let's spot shadow Bryce Harper, and why wouldn't we? He's only one of the best players in the game. He puts it on the line every night in the field and at the plate.
To the plate now, James McCann. He'll chase one up around the letters here for strike 1. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
That's not an at-bat he's going to look back on and be happy about. Obviously, the strikeout result isn't good, but to go down on 3 pitches, and none of which were even in the strike zone, as you see there, that's not a good look.
At the plate now, Joey Lucchesi. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Two out, nobody on. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
Check the swing there, and Larry Bullard says he held up just enough. Ball 1. Curveball locks him up, strike 3, and that's the 3rd out. Down in order go the Mets. They're down 5-1. Stepping in once again is Andrew McCutchen. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the 3rd.
Andrew McCutchen. Now
the pitch. hit sharply toward the right side. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
And they start the third inning the way they finished off the first two, doing damage. As we take a look at his numbers, you can see they've had his number since the first pitch. If he doesn't buckle down soon, he might have a short outing here.
At the plate, JT Realmuto, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. He collected a base hit his first time up. Now the 1-0. A little bouncer. McCutchen on at first, nobody out. 1-2 now as this catches the outer half. Now a curveball ripped down the left field line. That's a fair ball. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Standing in now, Brad Miller. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Line towards center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
In now, Roman Quinn, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Worked a walk in his first plate appearance. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
One out and a runner on third. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location, because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
Stepping in now, Chase Anderson, and it's fouled away. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Down the left field line and deep, and this will wind up a foul ball. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Another one sent foul. A 1-ball, 2-strike count to the Phillies pitcher. Misses, ball 2.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
Fooled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. Phillies get a couple of hits here, and it leads to 1 on the scoreboard. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Phillies lead it 6-1. So now to the plate, Kevin Pillar. His lifetime batting line against Chase Anderson. He's gone 2 for 8. Now the first pitch.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
And there's ball 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Here comes the 1-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the 3rd.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil.
That last at bat, Natty B, a changeup right down the middle of the plate. Listen, this guy's got a great changeup, but he can't afford to keep throwing it middle like he did that last at bat. If he does, this guy might be hitting back-to-back jacks.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Here it comes on 1-1, and he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. Here for it is Segura to make the play. 1 gone.
The batter, number 13, shortstop, Luis Guillorme.
Now to the plate, here is Luis Guillorme. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Strike 2 taken. A fastball that clips the inside black.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
A dive, but he's back. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Softly hit toward the hole. And he won't even try it at second as he flips to the pitcher covering to get the Shure out.
The batter, the right fielder, Michael Conforto.
So a man at second here with 2 away. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. Here's the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Hey, with first base open, pitcher's definitely going to nibble and try and see if the hitter expands the zone.
set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. But this will find the shortstop's glove for the third out of the inning. Mets strand one. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Joe Girardi during the commercial break about the Phillies offense, and overall he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Miguel Castro answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Castro.
Now to the plate, Alec Bohm, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
The third baseman, Alec Bohm.
He's set and the pitch. Hit on the ground to short. Reined in. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. And now, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there.
Yeah, and when the ball left the bat, you figured it was a routine out, but that's how quickly things can change. As it stands, there's a runner on second base and a base hit away from coming home.
Gene Segura stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. The 1-0.
Boy, this is one of those tricky spots for a pitcher, right? You have an open base, but you have a guy on deck that can do a lot of damage. Not a good spot to be in if you're a pitcher right now.
2-1 after the foul ball there. From the stretch. Hit out towards second. He's got it. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Bryce Harper.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Bryce Harper. His prior history versus this arm, he's 1 for 4. And it looks as though they're going to set up the double play. There's the free pass signal. So there'll be runners at the corners with 1 gone.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Runners on the corners now with 1 man gone. And that'll bring up Rhys Hoskins. The first pitch. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
6 runs, 8 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. So the lead runner holds on, but the trailer will take second. Outside, 3-0 now. On deck, there's Andrew McCutchen. He'll hit next. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
The left fielder, number 22.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. From the stretch, here's the pitch. High and deep to right center. Gone! It's a grand slam. So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. His second home run of the game as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Wow, you can understand what the pitcher's thinking. He doesn't have an empty base, and he needs to get ahead of the count. All he wants to do is get that first pitch over for a strike, but the batter knew the same thing, and he jumped all over it, smashing it into seats for a 4-run blast.
Into the box now, JT Realmuto. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Lifetime in this matchup. He's got a 3-for-5 line. Sinker gets the outside for a strike. Hit weakly back to the mound. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Final line there for the Mets starting pitcher. Not what he had in mind before the day started.
Well, this certainly wasn't what they were looking for in this one. They were hoping to get some innings, but you could see right from the get-go he just didn't have it in this one. Lasting only 3 innings. A lot of outs now to get from that bullpen.
Here's the first pitch to him. Brad Miller is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Four runs here in this half inning. And it's quickly 0-2. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
So now to the plate, Roman Quinn batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the belt, the pitch. Miller, the runner at first with 2 gone. And this one gets away. And a bad time for that as the runner takes second here.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up 3 bases.
The 1-2 is a low changeup that's laid off.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. He's under it, and that ends the inning. But the damage is done as the Phils strike for 4 on this grand slam. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Phillies 10 and the Mets 1. Digging in will be Pete Alonso. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. First offering. Cold, strike 1 on the circle change. Good pitch. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. The 3-1 pitch. Finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2. Swinging a ball hit on the ground.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Next, it'll be Jonathan Villar as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Changeup laid off down around the shins. Now the 1-0.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
Now the 2-0.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Now the 2-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
And this is the kind of thing that's been happening to him all season long. He'll cruise for a while, hitting his spots, and all of a sudden the wheels come off and he struggles. We'll see if he can recover here.
He's set. Here it comes. J.D. Davis is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. Now a left-hander up and throwing in that Philly bullpen. That evens it up 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, a double play.
The catcher, number 33, James.
Next for the Mets, James McCann looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
1 run, just 1 hit, 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. Three and 0 now. And he missed with it there. Ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third.
Now batting, the pitcher, Miguel
Next
Castro.
up, Miguel Castro. Albert Almora will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Pinch hitting for the Mets, number 4, Albert Almora.
First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Now the 2-0.
He's been really effective in this one so far. But it's interesting here that with a couple of guys on base, he seems to be not trusting his stuff quite as much. Kind of messing around the strike zone a little bit.
That one's in there. 3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. And before the big 3-2 pitch, time is called at home plate. Hit down the third baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Fouled off. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Payoff pitch one more time. And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. Another full count pitch home. And he misses again. Ball 4. And his control is really letting him down now.
Man, as a pitcher, I can tell you that is so frustrating. He's got 2 outs, and he wants to get that 3rd out as quickly and painlessly as possible. But that hitter makes him work his tail off, and he still loses him.
Christopher Sanchez answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases-loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it. Kevin Pillar will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. From the stretch.
Nope. Ball 1. Ball 1, no strike.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Has a look, now the pitch.
That's ball three.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Now the 3-0 offering.
Taking all the way there, and a walk could be huge here, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's got the bat on his shoulder again on the next pitch.
Strike swinging, chased a high one there. And obviously a big spot here with the bases loaded, so he'll step out to rethink things. And he comes back to get him, so a great job pitching out of it with the bases loaded. Mets leave them loaded. They're down 9. It's 10-1. Seth Lugo gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Christopher Sanchez. First at bat of the game for him here in the 5th, as he was a late entrant into this one. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. A ball and a strike. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. Pilar comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
The third baseman, Alec Bohm.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Alec Bohm. He reached on an error and later scored his last time up. First delivery to him. Liner towards second, but right to the second baseman, and that's the second out.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Gene Segura.
Next to stand in is Gene Segura. Past matchups against Seth Lugo. 7 hits in 13 tries. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The 1-0. Hit the other way out toward right field. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They hang on to their 10-1 lead. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And one thing he stressed to me was the need for them to have better at-bats when they've got runners on base. They've had their opportunities with runners in scoring position, but still have 0 hits to show for it in those situations. He said repeatedly not coming through with a big hit can wear on you as a team, but in this sport, you have to dwell on the positives. He's confident they'll find a way to break through sooner or later.
All right,
the
thanks, Heidi.
Baseman, number 6.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a line drive. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts. Some guys struggle.
13.
This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
Guillorme.
At the plate now, Luis Guillorme, as he'll take a look at ball one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now the 1-0. And this is popped up near second base. Segura moving to his left, one away.
The right fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
So the next to bat will be Michael Conforto. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. From the belt, the pitch. A swing by Conforto, and this is driven to deep right. Back goes Harper, and this one is gone. A home run. Michael Conforto connects for a 2-run home run. Home run number 5 on the year, but they still face a 7-run deficit.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0.
1-1.
Swing and a drive to right center. Hey, that ball's going to be way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. Solo shot to right center. 4th home run here in the early going, and this lead has been cut to just 6 now. Sure, you know it's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch. David Hale, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound.
Number 41, David Hale.
Into the box, Jonathan Villar. And it's fouled away. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. VR, once a Toronto Blue Jay, he signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
J.D. Davis, the next at bat. As he grounds one briskly to short. Segura has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Phillies 10 and the Mets 4. Top half of the 6th about to get started. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, Bryce Harper.
Bryce Harper.
First pitch of the AB on its way. The 1-0. Two and 0 now.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Now the 2-0.
Hey, looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Can't connect there. It's 2-2.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
And here's a slider, strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Standing in now, Rhys Hoskins, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. One ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Two balls and a strike. Down the left field line and deep, and this will wind up a foul ball. And another foul ball. Here now the 2-2. Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Andrew McCutchen stands in looking for home run number 3 right here as you see what he's done so far in this one. First offering. Past matchups against Seth Lugo. He's just 2 for 9. He's taken him deep once. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. skied into straightaway right. Conforto able to track it down for the third out. Phillies down in order. They're up comfortably, however. It's 10-4. And now in the box, James McCann. He'll be the first to the plate for the Mets in their half of the sixth.
James McCann.
Here it comes. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball one. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees. 1-1.
Put that in a memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
So he froze him for the strikeout. James McCann becomes the first out in the bottom of the sixth inning. Francisco Lindor will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
For the Mets. Number 12, Francisco Lindor.
And now the first pitch. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one. He's got that batting average even at a point where even a 1 for 5 will gain him some points. 2 home runs and 6 RBIs. The 1-0. 2 tight with that one. 3-0. Kevin Pillar is on deck. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. And he lays off ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Next up for New York, Kevin Pillar. His prior history in this matchup, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. On the ground to the left side. One there. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. Mets go down quickly. And that's not what they needed, down 10-4. Aaron Luke comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Aaron Luke.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, JT Realmuto. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th. First pitch coming. Here it is. Luke has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. The 0-1 delivery. Right side. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, second baseman, Brad Miller.
Next up is Brad Miller, singled in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. One out, nobody on. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Here's another 1-2. Lifted down the line in left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The center fielder, number 24, Roman Quinn.
At the plate now is Roman Quinn. Flew out last time up. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he fouls this one off. The 1-1. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Scooped up. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They're up comfortably, however. It's 10-4. And Joe Girardi's going to get up off the dugout bench and confer at home plate, so we'll likely see a double switch here. Hector Neris will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Adam Hazley is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Last half of the 7th here, and set to go is the second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Number 6.
First delivery to him. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. A 1 pitch on its way. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. And there's ball 2 now. The 2-1 home misses off the plate.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
The 3-1 pitch. And that misses, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
When a guy's been swinging the bat as well as he has in this series,
The batter, number
you definitely
13.
want to take the bat out of his hands. A free
Luis.
pass to first is better than what he's been doing the last couple of games.
Into the box, Luis Guillorme. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
McNeil gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the right fielder, Michael Conforto.
Now at the plate is Michael Conforto. His career numbers against Hector Neris. He's totaled 4 hits in 17 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Runners on first with one down. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. And they set up away with the fastball, but it misses, 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with one away.
Now batting, first baseman.
So stepping in is Alonso. He went deep last time up. First pitch of the AB now. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. First and second now, one man out. Oh, and trouble lurking now. He's got it to 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Too high, and it's 3-0. Jonathan Villar is on deck. He's set. Here's the 3-0. That one's in there, 3-1. Runners are at first and second with one away. Hit on the ground to third. Reined in to second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Couple of walks in the inning, but nothing on the scoreboard. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon Business Person Special following this. And now Adam Hazley, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. And the pitch sends that one out of play for strike one. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Well, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Stepping in now, Alec Bohm, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's got one hit in 4 at-bats. Ready with the 0-1. Down the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Bases are empty, one man out. Takes this the other way to right, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher when you can't go one way. When you pitch a guy in, he pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's
a swing and a drive sent out toward the gap, but that'll be off the wall in right center. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
Here's Bryce Harper now. Fouled off. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. 0-1 the count to Bryce Harper. Bohm, the runner at third. Segura is over at second with 1 down in the inning. Got caught lunging there as this one's fouled away.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The next 0-2. Back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. 1 run scores. The throw to the plate. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
I thought this was getting ugly when they scored double digits in runs, but they tack on a couple more here to make it an even dozen. You're going to win about 99% of the games when you score 12 runs. Simple as that.
Trevor May enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 65, Trevor May.
Into the box now, Rhys Hoskins, as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The 0-1 on its way. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Surprised the pitcher would even go to the top of the zone looking for a double play in this situation.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. The next 0-2. And it's fouled away. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. And that's through for a hit. Throw won't get him.
Well, that's just a case, D-Roll. You got to make a little bit better pitches with 2 strikes. Jumps ahead 0-2, and then a couple of foul balls, and on pitch number 5, he squares one up for a base hit.
Yeah, I can't tell you how nice that feels right there. You battle to get and count leverage and fight to get your ace swing off. 0-2, you're almost turned around walking back to your dugout, so that's a nice piece of hitting.
Andrew McCutchen comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now. 0-2.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple of runners on base, but not here. That was 2 good fastballs to take control of the bat and get the count to 0-2.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
At the plate, JT Realmuto. And he lays off there 1-0. He's got 2 hits in 4 at-bats. The 1-0 home. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw on to first, and an important pitch there as they get out of the inning before things explode. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Phillies on top 12-4. Digging in, the switch hitter, Jonathan Villar. His career numbers against Hector Neris. He's 2 for 4. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make him try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
The 0-1 pitch. And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. Swing and a miss. Good sinking action there. 1-2.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s down to the zone. Looks like a fastball coming, and then boom, the bottom falls out of it. Terrific pitch.
Here comes the 1-2. Hit well on the ground to first. And there's one away.
Now batting, third baseman.
Time now for our starter comparison, and that tells the story. As you can see, neither guy able to get past 5 innings. Next to dig in, J.D. Davis grounded out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. One out, nobody on. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Hey, hats off to the pitching staff right here. They've been able to hold a hot hitter in check in Game 4 this series.
Left field and deep. McCutchen going back. Gone! Solo shot here to left. Second home run early in the year, but they still face a 7-run deficit. Well, that's the 6th home run we've watched leave the yard in this one. Guys, what do you think's behind the hitting we've seen here today?
Yeah, thanks, Matty B. You know what, D-Roll, when the wind's blowing out like it is today, you're going to see a lot of home runs, and that's what we saw.
Yeah, Dan, you know this as a pitcher. You can miss-hit a ball, and it's going to the cheap seats today. They did an excellent job of changing their approach and getting balls in the air.
Brandon Kinsler will come on to pitch here, and he'll move into the number 5 spot in the lineup now on the double switch. Scott Kingery is also into the ball game as he'll hit in the number 8 spot here.
The catcher, number 33, James McCann.
So now to the plate, James McCann, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. Kinsler, a 5'10" right-hander. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, it's going to be interesting to see where this guy lands at the end of this season. A lot of variables come into place. He's had a long career. It's going to be interesting to see if a team steps out past 1 or 2 years for this player.
Line to the right side, but taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher. Brandon Nimmo will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside. Lifetime against Brandon Kinsler. He's been great, 7 for 10. 2 out, nobody on. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And foul. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. grounder down the line at third. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
The 2-2. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more.
Now batting, left fielder, Kevin Pillar.
At the plate now, Kevin Pillar. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0 is taken, strike one. Two and 1 the count to Pillar. Nimmo is off at first with 2 away. All even now, 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3.
Hey, great job of holding up right there. Little 2-out lightning might ensue by 1 check swing holding up.
Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. One scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. 9th inning coming up. It's the Phillies 12 and the Mets 5. Jacob Barnes comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
40, Jacob Barnes.
All set for the start of the inning, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Brad Miller. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a little tapper. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And he fouls this one off. The 0-2 home.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. He'll try again, 1-2. Left side. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Up next for Philadelphia, the left fielder, Scott Kingery.
Up next, Scott Kingery. Lifetime against this pitcher. He's 1 for 3. He's set, and the pitch.
Hey, this guy's got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. There was a time when 89 was a pretty good fastball.
Bases are empty, one man out. Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike.
So 2 pitches in a row on the outside corner for strikes. You think he stays out there?
I think he does. One thing you don't want to do, though, Matt, it's not a good idea to throw the same hitter, the same pitch 3 times in a row, back to back to back, but I think he might throw it here.
Fouled off.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
And a swing and a miss here, and the first 2 are dispatched to begin the 9th.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Here now is Adam Hazley as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and the inning continues. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Well, he was definitely not looking off speed on that pitch. I'll tell you, he had to be sitting on a fastball on that one because it's coming in hot, and he still manages to get out front of that and yank it for 2 bases.
In now, Alec Bohm. Liner towards second, and nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. So they can't make anything out of the 2-out double. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Tony Watson will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Number 52, Tony Watson.
So here's Jeff McNeil starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
1-1. Count 1-0.
And this one's over for a high strike, 1-1. Fastball laid off well below the knees.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
Now the 2-1. There's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Next to hit, Luis Guillorme. He flew out in his last debut.
Guillorme.
First pitch of the AB now. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first, and the Mets are down to their final out.
The right fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
Mets down to their final out now. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. First pitch on the way. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The windup and the 0-1. And a swing and a miss as they definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over.
Hey, a great win for these guys as they wrap up another one, but a little bit of a sour note though. Everyone has to head home, get on those computers, and get those taxes out before midnight.
12-5 is the final in this ball game. The Philadelphia Phillies put up a 4 spot in the opening frame on the way to victory. Christopher Sanchez claims the win out of the pen, his first. Joey Lucchesi permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Seat in the back, supposed to be the front. Say it's too loud, still turning up. Why you all in my face? I don't give a. You ride shotgun, try and give me some. Oh, there you go again.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 33 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.